morning, guys. How are you? Today I'm at Chiang Rai's famous White Temple, Wat Rong Khun. This is the masterpiece of Dr. Chalermchai Kositpipat, a world-renowned artist from Chiang Rai. I'm going to show you around, then we'll talk a little more about this stuff here. So, me and the artist, Dr. Chalermchai Kositpipat. Dr. Chalermchai is a world-renowned artist. He has always been a bit controversial here in Thailand because of his unconventional style. But after the late king began to purchase some of his artworks, then the criticism of him died down quite a bit. About 20 years ago, Dr. Chalermchai bought this property and began to develop this as a representation of Thai Buddhism. He wanted to show the world his vision of what Thai Buddhism is. Everything here has symbolism. The white of the temple represents the purity of the Buddha. The mirrors represent the light of the Buddha's teaching, enlightening the world. This half circle represents life in this world, and then you pass out of this life and up towards heaven along the walkway. Now, to get to heaven, you have to pass through suffering, and you have to discard all of your desires, all of your evil cravings along the way here in this pit. And then you come to the two guardians there, and they will decide whether you're worthy to go on into heaven or not. Photography isn't allowed inside the main sanctuary, so I'll have to tell you a little about it rather than showing it to you. On the back wall of the Viharan there is a mural of the Buddha, and there are a couple of Buddha statues there, which is fairly standard, nothing out of the ordinary about that. But the back walls and the side walls are painted with more unusual items. Dr. Chalermchai is attempting to give a modern interpretation of Buddhism. So his murals include figures such as Superman, Doraemon, even a minion, and the attack on the World Trade Center in 2001, which he painted shortly after those events took place. Entrance to the temple is 50 baht for foreigners, and once you go through the temple you can't come back. It's a one-way trip, just like life. So get all the pictures you want on the way through. You won't be able to come back and take more later. This sculpture represents the four elements of classic Buddhist thought: earth, fire, wind, and water, which of course are the same four as the Greek thought recognized. The naga, the serpent rising up from the head there, represents water. The elephant's head represents earth. The chest of a lion represents fire, and the wings of a swan represent air. Now, of course, in Buddhist thought, they have a little bit different meaning than they do in Greek thought. The Greeks thought of those four elements as the fundamental building blocks of the universe. For the Buddha, when he taught about them, he was talking about how people perceive reality or perceive the world. So there's four states of perception. So when we see things in the universe, we perceive them either as solid, attractive, or fire with energy, water with fluidity, and air with repulsive properties. For 50 baht, you can buy a little leaf here and a flower and make an offering. Hang the leaf up here, and hopefully your prayers will be answered. This is the golden toilet here at Wat Rong Khun. Everything here has symbolism, and the symbolism of gold is the passions and desires, the physical side of our being. Okay, so that concludes our tour of the White Temple, Wat Rong Khun. So, what are the upsides and downsides of visiting here? Well, on the upside, it's a truly spectacular sight, extremely beautiful. It's like nothing else you've ever seen, and everywhere you turn, there are different views that will surprise you. It was laid out by a visual artist, so of course he thinks about those things. If you come to Chiang Rai, I would say that it's a must-see. Don't miss it. Now, what about the downside? Wat Rong Khun is not rooted in a local community like most temples here in Thailand. Instead, it's owned by one man or his foundation, and it does not have a local community which worships here and supports it. So it feels a bit like a Disney park of Buddhism at times, and it is supposed to be a monument to the Buddha and Thai Buddhism, but at times it feels more like a monument to one man's ego, the creator. Okay, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please share it and subscribe to the channel, Curious Bob. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.